On July 15th, 2018, two young men, 23-year-old Montre Little and 21-year-old Jared Clinton, were leaving a neighborhood park when they encountered Officer Kyle Thase from the Des Moines Police Department in Des Moines, Iowa. The story we're sharing comes from the Iowa Citizens for Community Improvements channel. Please take a moment to explore the details in the description below and acknowledge their contributions.
What's going on, guys?
Not much.
What's up?
How you doing, officer?
Is this your car?
Well, it's a rental right now. My car's in the shop.
Okay. Did something break down?
Officer Thase asked what seemed like innocent questions, but they were actually quite strategic and accusatory. He began by inquiring about how to start the car. This seemingly innocent query provided Officer Thase with important clues about Mr. Little's relationship with the vehicle. If Mr. Little didn't know how to start the car, it might suggest to the officer that the vehicle could be stolen. Similarly, if Mr. Little struggled or behaved strangely while answering, it could imply that he might be under the influence of alcohol. Either of these scenarios could give Officer Thase reasonable grounds to investigate further. Fortunately, Mr. Little answered confidently and showed that he knew how to start the vehicle. However, Officer Theis' questions didn't stop there, leading to an additional question that ultimately resulted in Mr. Little handing over his car keys.
Okay. Did something break down?
Yes, sir.
Gotcha. You guys just came from over the park, right?
Yeah, we just hanging out.
That's it?
Well, that's what we do.
Is this your car?
I just told you my car's in the shop, officer. This is a rental.
Okay. How do you start it?
What do you mean? I just put my foot on the brake and I put it in drive and I
Okay.
drive, officer.
So it's your car, though? Did they give you a fob or something?
It's not my car, officer.
Did they give you a key fob or something? Or?
Yes, sir. Officer.
Like, what does it do? Does it?
You see, this that should let you know that it's in.
Okay. Do you have any weapons on you or in the car?
No, officer.
Okay, can I be honest with you? It smells like marijuana in the car, and I can see shake on the ground. And your buddy's giving me the idea that maybe he's got a gun.
Police officers often use the scent of marijuana as a reason to search a vehicle without needing the driver's permission, which is typically required. It's essential to notice how quickly Officer Theis forms his conclusions. Even before asking Mr. Little for his ID, Officer Theis has already decided that he can smell marijuana, sees marijuana residue on the ground, and believes Mr. Clinton is carrying a concealed firearm. Just 2 minutes into the encounter, Officer Thase openly admits that his suspicion about the gun is based solely on his personal intuition.
You know what I mean? Like, that's what I think.
How?
I don't know. Just the way, I mean, just the way you're holding yourself, man. Like, that's why we're nervous, man. That's it. I mean, if you're scared because you got a little bit of weed, that'll be one thing.
Officer,
okay.
There's no weed.
Okay.
There's no shake on the floor.
Okay, so there's no shake on the floor?
Officer.
Okay. All right. And you don't have any weapons on you, you said?
Officer, that is correct.
Okay, do you have your ID on you?
Why don't you want to get in trouble with the police?
My brother's been pulled over multiple times for doing that. I live in Des Moines. I go to work. I don't like doing it.
Okay. You don't got no weapons on you?
Officer, no, sir.
Go ahead and step out, Montre.
Actually, I did.
Yep, I just told you why. 3 times. You want me to recap again?
Officer, look, my hands is up.
Yep, your hands are up, and now I'm asking you to step out of the car.
I gave you my ID.
You gave me your ID.
Go run it.
Yep, I don't want to. I'm not walking away from this car.
Officer, can I ask you why?
Yep, because I just told you, step out of the car. If you don't want to go to jail, I would expect you to please listen. I mean, I told you I'm a cop. Face the car when you step out. Face the car when you step out. Face the car when you step out. Don't flex. Don't flex. I don't know what you're doing, man, but you need to knock that off. Stop pulling on your arms. What's going on, dude? Where are you trying to? What are you doing, dude?
Officer, I'm not doing nothing to you.
Okay. Well, you're making me think something funny's going on, man.
Come on, man.
You're not under arrest. You
You just put
like
me-
you're like pulling away like you're gonna do something silly, and I don't want that. What?
Nothing.
I what?
I'm not even gonna.
Okay. Well, you're not under arrest, man. We're just trying to figure out what's going on.
Okay, sure.
Okay, so slide over here. I mean, your heart is thumping, dude. Like you're beaten.
Officer, please don't.
Don't what? Have a seat.
Okay.
Have a seat. I think that your buddy has a gun, so I need you to step into the car.
You think my buddy has a gun?
He's acting funny. Step in the car, please.
Officer,
If you don't step in the car, you're going to jail for sure.
Okay, that's
So
fine,
step in the
officer.
car. So
But
step in the car.
Listen,
I don't
please,
want. I'm not. I'm
officer.
done listening. I just told you. I think that your buddy has a gun. Now knock it off.
Nothing in there. Can you spread your feet just a little bit? Okay. All right, come back and stand with me, okay? You're not gonna run from the area.
March 25th, 1995.
You supposed to be drinking in the park there?
Officer, officer, that's just in there, okay? There was no gun, there was no weapon to harm you, officer. We didn't do anything wrong. We stopped at the stoplight. We pulled over when you pulled over.
Officer Thies never publicly disclosed his original reason for pulling Mr. Little over, and Mr. Little raises a valid point. Based solely on the information in the video, it's difficult to see a valid reason for a traffic stop. The car's tag registration and functions seem to be in order, especially since it's a rental vehicle. It appears that Officer Thies may have been unaware of an open container in the car, as he had to search the vehicle to find it and didn't mention it to Mr. Little at the start of the video. Simply leaving a park is not a crime and certainly doesn't justify a traffic stop. Many aspects of this stop seem to rely solely on Officer Thies' speculations, and it's reasonable to suspect that the stop itself was based on a hunch.
I did everything you asked me to, officer. You thought there was a weapon. There's no weapon. We wasn't doing anything wrong, officer. I'm not sure why you pulled me over. At your rental, everything is fine. There's no breaking taillight or nothing, officer. I did nothing wrong with you.
Okay.
How's your day going, officer?
I'm good, brother.
That's good, man.
If I take them handcuffs off you, can you dump out that bottle of alcohol for me?
Oh, I could do it anytime, officer.
Is that good?
Yeah, of course it is.
You good? We straight? Okay. So here's the deal. Like, you and I know. I mean, let's start over. Let's roll with each other. Did I make anything up when I said the car smelled like marijuana?
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit.
Hold on.
Because there was nobody smoking in the
Is
car.
there marijuana shake on the floor of the car?
Officer, that was cigarette ash, okay?
Officer Thies seemed to be fishing for either validation or a confession from Mr. Little. However, Mr. Little saw through the officer's tactics and chose not to give him the satisfaction of either. This is a wise move, as any legal expert would advise never admitting anything to a police officer. Mr. Little's honesty likely prevented him from facing criminal charges. In the 1969 Supreme Court case of Fraser v. Cupp, deceptive interrogation tactics were deemed legal, giving officers the authority to use deception in their line of duty. Law enforcement often employs a friendly and lenient approach, pretending to be on the suspect's side to coax a confession. Regardless of what an officer says, it's never in anyone's best interest to admit anything to law enforcement, no matter the circumstances. The Fifth Amendment provides citizens with the right to remain silent and not answer questions without having legal counsel present. It's a powerful tool that every citizen should be aware of and use when necessary.
You didn't find no marijuana.
I'm not charging you with marijuana. But here's what. If you want me to be real with you, like, I want you to be real with me for a second. Like, did I make that up? You know what I mean? Did I make it up?
I believe so, officer.
Okay, so you want me to just write you the ticket for the stuff that I have to write you tickets for? If you think that I'm lying, like, then we'll go to court and we'll talk about it then.
Okay.
Or do you want to just be real with me and I'll be real with you?
Wow, officer.
Right?
I would like to pull out my alcohol like you asked me to, officer. You didn't find anything. We wasn't doing anything, officer.
Okay. So you're not going to admit that you maybe were around people smoking or something like that?
Officer,
Were you around anybody smoking?
cigarettes.
That's it.
Officer, there's no weed shake on the floor, officer.
All right. Step out. Face the car.
After failing to obtain a confession, Officer Thace allowed Mr. Little and Mr. Clinton to pour out the alcohol they found and let them go without arresting or citing them. A few months later, Mr. Little and Mr. Clinton teamed up with the social justice organization Iowa Citizens for Community Improvement to file a lawsuit against Officer Thace. They alleged that he violated their constitutional rights by stopping them without reasonable suspicion and conducting a warrantless search of their vehicle. In June of 2019, the Des Moines City Council agreed to a settlement of $75,000. Mr. Little and Mr. Clinton each received $25,000, and the law firm that represented them received the remaining $25,000. Following this incident, the Des Moines Police Department conducted an administrative review of Officer Thace, leading to his removal from patrol duty. Though he wasn't fired, the city of Des Moines claims that the administrative review's findings can be kept confidential because they're considered personnel records and part of an attorney's work product, exempted by Iowa's public records law. In summary, Officer Thace receives a failing grade for racially profiling Mr. Little and Mr. Clinton, violating their constitutional rights, and employing questionable police tactics in an attempt to extract a confession for a non-existent crime. Officer Thace was also involved in another incident earlier in 2018, resulting in a civil rights case against him, with racial profiling allegations at the forefront. This lawsuit is ongoing. The Des Moines Register reported that Officer Thace was responsible for 253 arrests in 2017, with about half of those arrested being African American, even though only 11% of Des Moines residents identify as Black or African American. These statistics suggest a significant racial disparity among Officer Thace's arrestees. While various factors can influence the racial makeup of those arrested by officers, documented cases like this one shed an unfavorable light on Officer Thace's policing tactics. Ultimately, the city of Des Moines had to pay $75,000 as a result. Mr. Little and Mr. Clinton both deserve praise for remaining composed during the interaction, resisting Officer Thace's pressure to admit guilt and seeking legal recourse. The Des Moines Police Department has been featured in 2 other videos on this channel, and it appears that the department has a problematic relationship with its community and issues with policing. However, few individuals have been appropriately compensated for the department's misconduct, and even fewer police officers have been held accountable for their actions. I commend Mr. Little and Mr. Clinton for taking the necessary legal action and achieving success within the justice system. I encourage other residents of Des Moines to hold their police officers accountable. Perhaps as the financial consequences of police misconduct weigh on the city, significant changes will be made, allowing the citizens of Des Moines to rebuild their relationship with their local law enforcement. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more content on police interactions.